Get in, yes. Hi, everybody, and welcome to It's All Black and White TV. And, Newcastle nil, Sunderland nil, Newcastle 93 match reaction. Yeah, absolutely. Look, absolutely fantastic, but we'll get into that anyway. But before we get into the show in the comments, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel stay up the top of the search, and it means new viewers find it easily. So please do give it a like. It only takes a couple of seconds. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, come and smash a subscribe. Come be part of this great community now. And also that bell notification, that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So during my show earlier, I actually reached 1100. So thank you very much to everybody who's subscribed so far. So now let's go to the next milestone of 1200 as well. Also, if you want to make a donation, you can do that in chat by clicking the $sign. And if you want to become a member, it's 99p. And you can do that by clicking the join button as well. Well, there we go. Right, let's get into the show. But before I go into the show, I just want to mention Tony Ross. It was one of our regular viewers on here. He sent me a super thanks after the game for £5. So I just want to say thank you very much indeed for your generosity again, Tony. Thank you very much indeed. Right. Let's get in the comments. Holly says, yes, get in. We need that win and win away as well. So proud and pleased we did beat the Mackhams. Absolutely. Hi, Tony. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're well. He says, yes, get in. Absolutely. Ole, 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 ole. Absolutely. Enjoyed that. Oh, definitely enjoyed that. Trolls, have your nerves calmed down yet? BBC message board on Meltdown. Have a look when you can. So funny. Is it? What? Sunderland fans, is it? Easy like Sunday morning, says Bia. Absolutely. Hallelujah. Yeah, absolutely. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Absolutely. Still nervous about the match. Afternoon, Tony. What a belter. Games to splat. Absolutely. What a belter. Absolute. What a belter, mate. When you saw, we saw you crying on the telly. We saw you crying on the telly, says Lewis. Well, at least now the 6 in a row can now be put to bed and doesn't need to be resurfaced. Let's all laugh at Sunderland, absolutely. Hi, peeps. Well, what were we worried about? We were streets ahead of them, absolutely were. We crowned 2 new Mackham Slayers today, Isak and Ballard. Who was your man in the match? We'll get into that, Holly, very soon. Lee says, get in there, Tony and everyone. What a result. Full credit to Eddie and the players. So proud of them. Outstanding game. Our fans are brilliant. Best in the world. And congratulations on getting 1.1k, Tony. Yeah, thank you very much indeed, Lee. Thanks, mate. The Mackhams really put up a fight. A hard-fought win. Yes, get in. To be fair, there was a slight kick clash. Yeah, there was, but it doesn't matter. Jeff says, love seeing those empty seats on the unwashed sneaking out. Fantastic. Absolutely, Jeff. Definitely, mate. Brilliant, wasn't it? Gary says, you have to admire the Mackham support that he didn't start leaving until 60 minutes. I lost my bet at 2-1, but 3-0 makes up for it. Yeah, I lost mine as well. I had Joe Linton down to pick up a yellow and it didn't happen. So obviously got substituted early and yeah. But I'll take the win over that any day. New flash, massive flood warning at the stadium. Pure shit all over. Sunderland fans crying. Hi, Tony. Men against boys, says Craig. Absolutely, mate. Wasn't it just? They are a bunch of dirty rats. Would have seen more than one red card in the Premier League. Absolutely. Well, if VAR was there, it would have been well done to Sutton United beating Stevenage. Wasn't Sutton United who beat Stevenage, Lewis? It was Maidstone United. Glad to see them beaten, yeah. My man in the match is Bruno. He doesn't look like he wants to go anywhere with the way he celebrated that block, absolutely. Villa watch disappears more than Clark Kent, says Bia. Yeah. He's just been verified on Twitter as a Mackham. Craig says they want to pray they do not get in the Premier League. If they get in the Premier League, they're going to get smashed week in, week out. I'll tell you that now. Villa giving it large this morning. What an idiot he is. Yeah, absolutely. You can tell Sunderland got their flags from Poundland. Well, I was confused at the match because I'm thinking, hang on, don't Sunderland play red and white? Why have they got red and silver? Maybe they run out of white flags. Maybe because we've bought all the white flags. Or they got them off Wish. Isak man the match officially, says Bia. Now I want the Smokies next. Well, they got to win, haven't they? Oh, they won? No, I don't know. I agree. Isak man the match and Bruno too. They weren't flags, they were seagull attracting devices. Used for leftover from Christmas, says Julie. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, right, let's get into this game. Well, look, what a result. 3-0. Away at the Stadium of Light. Absolutely took them apart. If you watch them, they weren't great, were they? You could tell they were a young side. They didn't have a clue how to play the game. I don't even know how they're sixth in the Championship, in all honesty. Is the Championship really that bad? But look, you look at Sunderland and you just think, we looked miles ahead of them. We looked miles and miles ahead of Sunderland, you know. I thought they would have come out the traps and had a go, but they didn't really. And yes, although it took quite a while to get a goal, but we did finally get the goal when Ballard put the ball in the back of his own net. And that was all from Joe Linton's cross. But the thing is, he had to stick a leg out. He had no choice but to stick a leg out, because if he didn't, it would have gone to Isak, who would have had a simple tap in at the far post. So, you know, he had to go for it. Should he have actually been sent off before then? Well, yes, he could say yes, he did. I don't know why Ali McCoy says there was nothing in that foul, because he had clearly a hold of Isak's shirt and you could see it. You know, you could see he had a hold of the shirt, but no VAR, so they can't review it. Wasn't a penalty in my eyes, but it was definitely a free kick outside the area, I would have said. But I thought, you know, we ran the show. That first half, we were rampant. We should have been 2 or 3 up by half time, in all honesty. To be fair, we definitely took them apart. But we saw Trey Hume pick up a yellow card as well in that first half for his foul on Gordon, and rightly so. The amount of dirty tackles they were putting in, because they knew there was no VAR, so they knew they'd get away with it. I'm surprised to survive with 11 men on that pitch, in all honesty. Because I can think of 2 players that probably should have been off. But yeah, they were dirty. They were an absolute disgrace. But what's nice, we went in 1-0 at half time. Joe Linton wasn't happy about being off the field for 30 seconds. And I don't blame him, because it's a stupid rule. Because technically he was injured. He wasn't feigning it. He wasn't messing around. He was actually injured. So he had to sit off for 30 seconds when they came back on. But yeah, to go in 1-0 up at half time was lovely. It was great. You know, Sunderland just gave us that goal, and I thought, right, second half, they're going to have to be better than this, surely, Sunderland, because, you know, you think, right, the man shall get it at half time and they'll come out a different side. And came out in the track, Patterson and the Sunderland player, I can't remember his name because I don't know that many bloody Sunderland players' names. The keeper passed the ball to his player, and then his player lost it because Almiron was on his back, you know. And that's the first lesson you know in football. You look around before you take the pass. Almiron was on him quick as a flash, got the ball, passed it to Isak. Isak put a beautiful ball in the back of the net. Nothing anybody could do about it. And it was absolutely fantastic. You know, and a great goal from Isak as well. And that put with 2 up, and you thought, right, okay, that's it. they've gone. That's it. They've gone now. And maybe we should have steamrolled them, but they come back into the game. They had a couple of little moments. Pritchard hit the crossbar with what was, look, if it had have gone in, I think everybody would have held their hands up and said, well, actually, what a good goal from Pritchard, because that was worthy of a goal. But thankfully it didn't go now, and then they hit the crossbar and went over. But I thought Pawson was terrible as referee today. I thought he was absolutely woeful. He bottled a red card, I thought, in the second half, maybe two. I just didn't think he refereed that game well at all. For somebody who got Calvert-Lewin sent off the other night, but couldn't see a second yellow card for Trey Hume, who clearly, fouled Gordon, and then started the ructions off as well when Gordon got up and had a go. And well done to Gordon having the goal, but lovely to see Isak jump in and help out as well. But then we got a penalty last minute of the game. Well, in injury time, wasn't it? And we got the penalty, and it was a clear foul on Gordon. Gordon played it well. Ballard went over and took him out. Got a yellow card for it. Give a penalty away. And no matter how much the keeper was giving Isak the eyes, there's no way the keeper was getting anywhere near Isak's penalty. Martin Dubravka made a couple of good saves as well. The one with his leg. Which was, it come off a deflection, and he had his leg out and hit his leg and went over. But other than that, you didn't have a great lot to do. Dubravka, really. Sunderland didn't really test us, I thought. They just, as I say, for a team like Sunderland, they just look miles and miles apart. Absolutely miles apart. They were woeful. If you look at that Sunderland team, if they get promoted into the Premier League, I'm sorry, they get smashed every week. They'll be straight back down. They'd probably even break the record for record points because they already hold it on 11 points. So I reckon they'd have gone down lower than that. They look really poor. And for Michael Beale to give it all the big I am in the week, saying, Eddie Howe's overachieved and all this, well, it's backfired on him now, hasn't it? We saw Bruno's response to the tackle he put in as well when he celebrated like as if he'd scored a goal, and that was absolutely fantastic. And as I say, just at the end of the day, we've beat a Sunderland team that were absolutely woeful. Now, I've seen a couple of things on Twitter afterwards, and I've seen one Sunderland fan. I just thought, that's a bit bad from yourself because, look, come on. Look at it. You've been well beaten by a team who are miles or streets ahead of you. And, so this guy's gone on Twitter and he said, he's put whatever pub it is now. If fans want to come meet me there, I want to glass them. And I thought, what? Why'd you put that on there? Why stoop to yourself that low? We know the stadium started emptying because they knew they weren't going to win the game. When they were 3-0 down, that was it. Definitely game over for them. Just going to go into some comments. Right. Lewis says, Sunderland were lucky to have 11 men on the pitch. I think he should have been sent off for the second or who scored the OG. Ballard, maybe, yeah. I still couldn't believe it. 32 seconds in the second half, absolutely. Lee says there's currently a huge police presence in Sunderland's SPCA short. Oh, God. Pablo says, buzzing for today's game. Not only did we win, I got my first big win on Newcastle bet yet. Well done, mate. Well done. Nervous for the seagull flying over the stadium before the game. Yeah, absolutely. Mighty Max says, as soon as Jay Soon as J7, he was a massive miss. So when he went off the pitch, yeah, I mean, he was absolutely terrific in the first half, wasn't he? Bruno was playing like he'd been playing against the school side. It was like a training session for us, really, wasn't it? Aaron says, nice training day for you. Big up to the owners for what they did for you this morning. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, great win for us. All Smoggies played an hour and a half. Yeah, they do. Bruno ran the midfield. Yes, he did. Absolutely did. Gary says J7 was different, so Mackhams couldn't cope with him. He ran the show. He did. Pickford looked devastated. Yes, he did, didn't he? Clark should have gone as well. Yes, he should have for that challenge. Yeah, absolutely, Julie. Lee says that wasn't a yellow, sorry, for Bruno, you know. But Pawson doesn't like Bruno. Loved the way Isak stood up for Gordon. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was brilliant when Isak run in and got a hold of the player as well and told him. Gordon has calmed himself down a bit, but you can't blame him getting annoyed. The way Gordon kept his cool as heat at the moment is a credit to Eddie's managerial skills. Absolutely mad, Mag. Hope we get a home tie. Who would you want in a home tie? I would take Maidstone United at home, and I know a lot of people think, why do you want Maidstone? Not the fact that we could easily beat them, but the fact is, we'd sell the ground out, and you know they'd get some decent gate receipts as well. So why not? And I'm sure that's what they're looking for. Get in exactly what I predicted, says Paul Anson. Absolutely, mate. Jody says, how are you the lads? Definitely, mate, how are you the lads? Pawson's an awful ref. He needs to ref Sunday League. What an afternoon, Tony. How are you the lads? Absolutely, Jack. Well said, mate. Isak is one of the best penalty takers I've ever seen. The way he moves the keeper first is magic. Absolutely, Gary. He's brilliant, isn't he? I hope the Mackhams come up this season. Yeah, but they won't last. That's the thing, though, Mighty Mag. They won't last. Ronald says Pawson was effing shite, but we totally controlled that game, and the shithouse we done the winning team photo on the pitch was proper belter. Let's all laugh at Sunderland. Absolutely, mate. Even Byrne looked good. Yeah, he did. Send them back down with egg on their faces. When Bruno celebrated, the Mackhams must have felt sick with envy. Sad Mac and Bassels again. Whoopie-doo. We gifted you the first goal there, proper Joey Deakins. They didn't gift us the goal because it doesn't matter. If Ballard hadn't stuck his leg out, it would have gone Isak, who would have had the easiest of tap-ins. So, you know, really they need to go back, watch the highlights, and they'll see why they conceded that first goal. And you can't blame Ballard because he was trying to get his leg on it. That's what he was trying to do. Once that goal went in, you saw the whole Sunderland team just sink. They knew. Monday night about 10 to 8, apparently. Smoggies, says Julian Lewis. Small club that needs the cash. We just kicked a small club out. Wood B says we knew that Gordon, Joe Linton and Bruno were the contestants for yellow cards. The game management was the fantastic other than that. But let's not be too picky. Absolutely let. You were correct, Tony. The Mackham scored first. Exactly. But in our net. In their net. So, yeah, they scored for us, didn't they? So I did get it right. Yes, the Mackhams did score first. Absolutely. Look, it was a great performance. But now we've now got to transfer that performance from today back into the Premier League and start getting on a winning run again. That's what we've got to start doing. And it's nice that we've actually won away from home. And at the end of the game, this is great for shithousery. There we go. How about that? Have the photo right in front of the Newcastle fans, just to rub it into Sunderland as well. I mean, absolutely fantastic. That absolutely brilliant. Look, we made Sunderland look like a school team because they were absolutely woeful everywhere in that park. Sunderland were woeful. I thought that keeper looks dodgy as well, Anthony Patterson. I don't think he looks that great, if I'm honest. And I think he's got mistakes in him. Shame we didn't test him more than we should have, because we probably could have. Yes, he did make a good save against Sean Longstaff in the first half. Again, Longstaff was wasteful with a couple of shots. He had a goal, but, we're not going to criticise him for that. Miggy, I thought, had a good game as well. But again, we need to see them performances from Miggy more often. And yes, the cross to Isak was with his right foot, but it was literally a tap along, wasn't it, for him? But no, I thought Miggy was everywhere today. I thought he had a good game, great game. I thought everybody played well, really, and we stepped up to the mark and we just got the job done. That's the main thing. And it wasn't just getting the job done, but we done a professional job on Sunderland. And that's what we did. And if there's any Sunderland fans in the chat, come on and give us your thoughts on what you thought about the game today. Do you think you're going to come up the season, or do you not want to come up the season now? Do you think you may be too early for Sunderland to get in the Premier League? Because look, you had such a young team out there. You'd just get battered week in, week out. Blakey says, if only all days at the office were like that. Easy, yeah, absolutely. Class 40, absolutely. I was going for a 4-0 win and we could have had that as well. Yeah, absolutely, Ronald. Could have had 4. Could have had 5-6 maybe. Half the Sunderland team come out of school. Afternoon, Tony, great result. Let's hope our season gets boost. I think we've got to keep Bruno at least till the summer. Yeah, absolutely. I think Bruno's here this summer. I wouldn't think he goes in the January window. Yeah, but absolutely brilliant result, Alan. And hopefully it just kicks our season on now. And that's what you got to do. And now we've had that win against them, the local rivals. We've now put the rest at 6 in a row that they keep shouting on about. And no doubt the internet will be turned off anyway tonight in Sunderland. Woodby says Dubravka made a couple of very good saves and earned that clean sheet. Good to see him have 2 good games in a row. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Definitely. Joe played like a kid today for them. All hyped up but outclassed. Do you know what? Yeah, they were hyping up Joe Bellingham. And he won't have Bellingham on the back of his shirt because he wants to be just known as Joe. But he wants to be totally different from his brother. He doesn't want people comparing him with his brother. Well, I'm sorry, his brother. Streets ahead of him, I'm afraid. Look, he looked out of place today. If he was in the Premier League, he'd now be out of place. Apparently, we did talk to them about bringing Joe Bellingham in the summer. But the fact he didn't think he'd play many games, that's why he wanted to go and play for a team where he'd get more game time. That's why he went to Sunderland. But look, I'm no doubt he's going to be a star in the future. But I thought today just looked ordinary. He was anonymous, to be fair. Can't fault any of our lads, says Splat. No, absolutely not. Mad Max says, call me crazy. Might have gave 2 goals away, but that Ballard is a diamond in the rough. If only had the right team behind them. Yeah, I mean, they signed him from Arsenal, didn't they? Dan Ballard. I mean, he's probably going to be a good centre-half because he's got positional sense as well if you watch him. But, yeah, just needs a bit of smoothing out. A bit like... goes down a bit like when we signed Anthony Gordon. He was like a rough diamond that needed smoothing out. So, yeah. I mean, he's only young anyway, isn't he, Ballard? So he's 24, actually. He's a Northern Irish player. Just trying to see how much they paid for him from Arsenal. Well, he was at Arsenal originally, but yeah, 2.3 million euros. So they only paid just a couple of million for him from Arsenal. But again, yeah, he's 24 though, but he needs to really kick on. But yeah, maybe he needs to go to a different team, that can help him out and maybe nurture him into a good player. But I see what you mean with that one. Their star player Clark is now special. Well, he wasn't today, was he? Dubravka looked great again. Can't believe people want Karius to start. Well, even if Karius was in goal, yeah, there would have been a couple of things for him to do, but I wouldn't have thought he would have been mostly made redundant standing in goal. Agree, Mighty Mag, no one stood out for me apart from Ballard before the own goal. He's a strong-looking defender, isn't he? 2097 is still too early for them to come up the Prem, Tony. Therefore. Longstaff had a shocker again. Yeah, not the best game, did he? Billy F says Newcastle have got no intention of selling Bruno. It's all media trying to sell the stars. Absolutely. They're just trying to sell stories. That's exactly what they are. Job won't get better playing for Sunderland under Ian Beale. Maybe he can work in the calf. Yeah, or Beale's eels. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, Beale. I was thinking, we're going to come up against Joe Bellingham. They talked it up too much and he just didn't produce. Ballard scored an own goal, gave away a penalty and the yellow card. Good player, but championship level, absolutely not. Certainly not our level, that's for sure. Nobody's suggesting him come to Newcastle, but I think if he went to a different team, he might be better. Maybe to Bournemouth or somewhere like that. Ballard done a dirty tackle on, I think, before the OG. Yeah, he did, yeah. Deserved a booking in mine on that. Anthony Gordon, yeah, he did. Blake, he says, be nice to have a cup run, but props get Man City away next. Let's hope not, mate. That's our home tie. Their left back trying to beat Miggy's silly sausage. Yeah, it was a stupid idea, and he got caught out. Youngster. Miggy traded right foot with Longstaff today. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Definitely. We know that the media is full of crap. Ronald says Ryan Fraser has scored. Has he? Just scored for Southampton. Wow. Good cup run. Qualify for the European competition. I'd be happy. Just want the team to start finding themselves again. Yeah, I definitely do as well. Let's hope Southampton come up. And maybe they'll buy Ryan Fraser. And get rid of him. Because he's on loan, isn't he? So... But yeah, I mean, look, it was a great match today. As I say, we had the lion's share of possession as well. As Alan quite rightly says, we're due a bit of luck in the draw. Yeah, we are absolutely. And Gary says, a good cup run, qualify for a European competition. I'll be happy. I just want the team to start finding themselves again. That is exactly true. Latest scores at the moment in the FA Cup. Blackburn 4, Cambridge 2 now. Gillingham losing at home 2-0 to Sheffield United. Birmingham beating Hull 1-0. Norwich are 1-1 with Bristol Rovers. Plymouth Argyle are beating Sutton United 2-1. QPR are 2-0 up against Bournemouth. Southampton are winning 3-0 against Walsall with 2 goals from Ryan Fraser. Stoke 2, Brighton 2 now. Watford losing 1-0 to Chesterfield. That's non-league Chesterfield, by the way. Newport County 1-0 up against Eastleigh. And then the later kickoffs, Chelsea, Preston, Borough Villa, Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff, and then Swansea and Morecambe. So that's what's happening at the moment in the FA Cup. So, yeah. There could be a few shocks in that tonight, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. Why was Sunderland playing out from the back? They are crowded. I don't know. It was very naive from Sunderland. Trying to play out so early in the second half from the back cost them, and it proved to cost them, Bournemouth are 3-2 up, are they? Oh, they are. They've just updated it. It wasn't on Sky. It was saying that QPR were 2-0 up, so they've come back, yeah. Thanks for that, Ronald. That's Sky for you. Yeah, so... But yeah, I mean, look, playing out from the back, if you're not good at it, don't try it, you know. The end of the day, that manager did see at the end of the game, Michael Beale, we were beaten by a better team with better quality. You weren't just beaten, mate, you were hammered, be honest. One good thing about Sunderland, you got to see one of the greatest sights in football, Jason Tyndall. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, as I say, just to beat them. I mean, yeah, okay, they're not the greatest Sunderland team, but who cares? Just got to now, we just got to enjoy the fact that we've beat the local rivals, which is absolutely fantastic, and that's exactly what we wanted to do. We sent them packing, not just packing home, but packing out the FA Cup. Bye-bye to you. And, off you go. And, enjoy them. So we just have to love the fact that we've actually smashed the Mackhams, because we didn't just beat them, we smashed them. Let's be honest, we absolutely smashed them. We took them apart. Literally took them apart as well. I will bring something up in a minute once it uploads, and I'll it might make a few people chuckle as well. But yeah, we'll get into player of the match and that very shortly. There was some good performances in there as well. The only thing is, these will take a bashing now, won't they? From the fact that Sunderland are out. You could see that chirping about. The other one's saying Newcastle's winning, and the other one's saying, "Oh, you're joking." No, definitely Newcastle's winning. Yeah, they've won 3-0 now, so they're having a chat about the football with each other. And they're thinking, shit, stay on the rooftops. Yes, comes the Mackhams streaming out the ground. Jeff says, plenty of soggy, cheesy chips. Well, I don't know if anybody saw it on the TV. There was a woman, a Mackham fan, she's sitting in the stadium during the first half eating that, and I thought, yeah, I bet they're cheesy chips they are. Class Tony says, Lee, I've got to have a laugh, mate. Seagulls will feel safe now, says Julie. Yeah, got to feel safe, haven't they, Julie, Yeah. There you go, you can have it again. This game will shut them off for seasons. They saw the difference with their own eyes. Totally outclassed, outplayed, out everything. Yeah. And if the Sunderland fans are honest, they will look back at this and say, do you know what? We're not good enough for the Premier League. Absolutely not funny. Not good enough either. It's funny seeing T-Rex at the game, bless him. His little arms, yeah. Well, it was funny. He was sitting there in the stands, wasn't he? And then he just sort of went on his phone, and I thought, oh yeah, what you doing on your phone? Some fan you are for your team, but yeah, I bet he absolutely hated that, seeing us beating them 3-0. Even if they came up and stayed up in the Premier League, Sunderland, we will be dominating them for years to come. They would never get another win. I called her a fat cow. I called her a fat cow. More interesting in the cheesy chips in the match, says Ronald E. So I was going to mention that women with our chips. Yeah. Yeah. We all saw that, didn't we? And it's just, do you know what? It's just brilliant. Jose says, you celebrate winning the derby. Wait till next season. I'll win it all for you. Thanks, Jose. It's always nice when Jose pops in the chat, He always likes to have a pop in the chat and have a bit of a chat. Alan says, yeah, the 6 in a row got muted today. They would have seen the golf. Absolutely, Alan. There was a massive golfing crash. Bruno man the match. He was in complete control. Check his stats out. They're unreal. Yeah, absolutely. I thought like I say, the whole team did well. The thing is, we went into that derby match and we knew we had to win that match. And that was the thing. We had to win that match. And the players showed from the start that they were well up for this game as well. I mean, Bruno had an outstanding game today. Go and have a look what they've. I don't know what they've given Bruno. They haven't quite put that on yet, I don't think. No, we haven't got the FA Cup there yet for Bruno, I don't think. No, hasn't brought it up, but yeah, he was unbelievable today. Absolutely fantastic, Bruno was. And as I say, this guy, I thought had it. Like I say, he had a great game today, a better game than he's had for a long, long time. And we saw a lot of his pace. He was absolutely fantastic. Was Miguel Almiron. He covered the whole of that field, the whole of that pitch. Sunderland couldn't cope with him, and he was literally everywhere. Especially for the goal. He was literally there, wasn't he, waiting to pick the pocket of the defender when they were trying to play it out from the back. And I thought, yeah, Miggy was absolutely terrific today. He really was. And I was quite pleased with his performance. Even though I have my games, that's been rightly so deserved. Imagine if we had our top 11 playing Willick Tonali, it saved their blushes. Yeah, absolutely. When is the next round? I think, isn't it the week before we play Villa? So I don't think we have that break now because of the FA Cup. Like when Bruno got the fan getting up, yeah. Miggy was much better today. Yeah, absolutely, Julie. With those eyebrows, it's obvious why Miggy can fly. Yeah. Bruno defo man the match, says Alan. Miggy and Gordon, good games. Dubs vital save at important times, yeah. Maley was all over them when he came on, wasn't he? Just big factor today was we've been able to train last week, first time for weeks and weeks, absolutely. When you think we had 10 games in 30 days, and when you think that's like a game every 3 days. For the match, Beale was already making excuses with the price of both squads. Yeah, he always brought out about our money, and I'm like, why are you bringing that up? Why? Just because your owner's got to ask his mummy if he can have some money to spend in the transfer market. But yeah, I thought Mickey was good today. I thought so. Absolutely bang on today was Mickey Almiron. Right, I'm going to go through my man of the match, and pick out who I thought. I want to name me top 3 as I always do now. So because it's hard just to pick one out. So if I do a top 3, at least then we've got a top 3. So look, third place. Now this is hard because look, anybody could have been in that. I thought he had a great game today. Played well, took his goals well. So because it's so hard to pick, third place, I'm having to put Alexander Isak there. I thought he was terrific. Took his goals really well. Took the penalty well. He doesn't look flustered when he takes a penalty, does he? He just looks calm, cool, and collective. Steps up and just sends the keeper the wrong way. So for me, I've gone for Isak um, as third place for man of the match today. As I say, I thought he was outstanding today. Done everything that he needed to do. Shame he didn't get a hat trick, really, in it, because it would have been nice to see him get a hat trick, but that wasn't to be. And then in second place, and again, this guy had a terrific game. We just spoke about him before, and that is Miggy Almiron. I thought he was fantastic today, full of energy, full of running. He was very close to man of the match, but, and this is where I say it, but he was just eclipsed, unfortunately, by one man. And that one man is this man here, Bruno Guimaraes. I thought Bruno was absolutely outstanding today, did everything he needed to do. And he was an absolute beast in that midfield for us, and done very well. So Bruno is my man of the match, Almiron second, and Isak in third place. That's the only reason Almiron overtakes Isak is because of the work rate today from Miggy, which was much better. Paul says, afternoon, people. I think was too drunk to watch the match, but saw the goals. Oh, well done, mate. Glad you saw the goals anyway. Mad Mac Gordon man the match for offering the Sandback and Bastard shirt. Great to see generosity like that after the Mackems gave us the home end, all decorated, and scored our first goal. Yeah, I mean, look, he was right what he was saying. If you want the shirt, you can have it after the bloody game, And I thought that was brilliant from Anthony Gordon. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Mackems are a small team now, and Isak defended well off free kicks off them. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, he done some good defending as well, Isak, in our box. So, yeah, do you know what? Absolutely just absolutely brilliant that we've beat them. And that's the thing, it shut them up now. The Mackems, deep down they were outclassed. Absolutely, Ronald, definitely were. Bruno, 10 out of 10 ran the midfield, absolutely. For me, Bruno and Miggy bossed it, yes, they did. Joe Linton would have been up there for man of the match if he played the whole game. The Mackems have just been humiliated today on the pitch, giving their home end to us, decorating their bar and slogans for NUFC, leaving the ground, sulking, shame on them, time to shut up, Mackems. Absolutely, I don't think we'll hear from them for a while now. I think they'll go away, drop their heads, and say, "Do you know what? We're best shut up now about Newcastle United." Because they're always wanting to have slide digs. I don't think we'll see many slide digs from them for a while now. They can go back to Nissan and carry on working. All production might be down in Nissan with this result today. Who knows? So again, we just have to wait and see on that one. But yeah. But today I thought, as I say, the fans they were just brilliant today. Again, the crowd were there singing all the way through the game. Even taunting the Mackems, you only sing when you're winning. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And Eddie Howe I think he got his team selection right today. Don't make any changes for this game. Just play your best side and get them out there. That's what he did. And you know what? Got the job done. So well done to Eddie Howe as well. Troll says, "I'll find a way to slag us off, Tony." Yeah, probably. The match has just been on ITV News. Lovely. Joey Barton and Chris Dobie were great in our next and now. Yeah, they've both given it the big I ams, haven't they? So absolutely brilliant from them too as well. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Have you got the stats of the game? What were Bruno and Almiron's rating? Let me have a look and see if I can get anything, but I'm not sure if they have got them up here yet on SofaScore. Yeah, I'll have a look, see if they're in once it loads up. So there should be. For some reason, SofaScore aren't showing the stats for the FA Cup, which I find rather strange. Hang on, let's go on to this a minute. There we are. So they've rated Bruno at 7.5. So today, Bruno stats 90 minutes played, 106 touches, 79 out of 92 accurate passes, which is 86%. One key pass, one cross, 12 long balls, accurate out of 16. One shot he blocked, 4 ground duels, 1 out of 7. Lost possession 16 times, was fouled once. Tackles he made was 3, dribble passed once, blocked a shot once, and he made 1 foul. So, yeah, very good stats again from Bruno. Let's look at Alexander Isak's stats as well. He played 90 minutes, 2 goals, 2 shots on target. He had no successful dribble attempts out of 2. Accurate passing, 9 out of 10 passes, 90% accuracy, 26 touches of the ball, 1 long ball, which was accurate, 1 out of 8 ground duels won, no aerial duels won. He lost possession 10 times. He made 2 fouls. He was fouled once. 2 clearances he done and 1 dribble pass. So Alexander Isak, not bad. Let's look at Miggy Almiron. 89 minutes he played. 1 assist, because that was for Isak. 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked, 60 touches, 38 out of 42 passes, and which is 90% accuracy. 1 key pass, no accurate crosses, 1 big chance created. He won 10 out of 13 ground duels, lost possession 7 times, fouled twice. He made 2 fouls. He was fouled once. He won 1 offside, 1 clearance, 9 tackles, and 1 dribble passed. Now that was Miggy. If we look at Anthony Gordon's stats, 89 minutes played, 1 shot off target, 1 penalty won, 56 touches of the ball, 30 out of 37 passes accurate, 81%. 3 out of 4 long balls were accurate, 4 out of 8 ground duels won, didn't win an aerial duel. He lost possession 13 times. He done 3 fouls. He was fouled 4 times. So it just shows you how much they were against us. Just so you know, that left back is again for Sunderland, the one who made the Elise. At least that's who he is. If we look at Joe Bellingham's stats for today, 90 minutes played, 40 touches of the ball, 20 out of 20 accurate passes, so he's 100% in his passing. 1 out of 1 long ball accurate, 1 dribble attempt out of 2. He won 3 out of 9 ground duels. So, yeah, there we go. So not really much again. In that striker, I thought he was quite anonymous, if I'm honest, that Rosen. Not a lot from him. 85 minutes and had 14 touches of the ball. That's, it's not really great, that is it? Not good reading if you're a Mackham, but even better reading if you're a Newcastle fan. We'll look at Dubravka's stats for today. 90 minutes played, 2 saves, 1 high claim, 29 touches of the ball, 19 out of 21 accurate passes, 90%, 3 out of 4 long balls were accurate, and that's it from Dubravka. So yeah, so we had a good time there today, beating the Mackhams. Alan says 10 out of 10 the club for paying for all our fans and giving them food and drink and scarf. 10 out of 19. Well, actually, Craig Hope's put a dent in that. What he said is because, look, they normally charge £65 for a ticket in that bar on a match day at Sunderland, but for this game it was £600. And he says Newcastle got a cut of that, a third of that, takings from there. So he says basically what they'll have done is the third of that from the takings, they'll have paid for those buses and things like that. So I can see where he's coming from on that one, but still great from the club to do that though, by the way. I don't think it was for the scarce. I think the club done that anyway. But obviously, if that money's come from there to pay for the transport, that's even better because it helps our FFP out as well. What a match on the way home to Worcester. Bruno, man of the match. Absolutely, Trevor. Nice one. Safe journey home, mate. 10 out of 10 for the fans, absolutely. -17 here. It's freezing. Jesus. Godfather afternoon, Tony. Chat question. Do we need VAR? The game was proper football, no outside influence. Look, it was nice not to have the VAR, but I think there was a couple of instances there where we could have probably have done with VAR. So, yes and no, really. Half the Sunderland fans looked suicidal after the second goal, says Splat. Yeah, they did, didn't they? If Borough win or Leeds win, Toon will get one of those. I don't care if production is down at Nissan. I drive an Audi, another win. You are driving Nissan. Would like Borough in the draw. Ronald says, what about that knacker punching the air, gunning in hard on Miley? A 17-year-old kid. Oh, yeah, that was Luke 09, wasn't it? Idiot. As someone posted on. Times, Greg 3, Nissan 0. Ian says at least cheesy chips are enough on the day, so they are happy Mackhams. Absolutely 150 for your cheesy chips. Have as much sauce as you want. The Chelsea game is why we need VAR. I wonder if Dubravka finished his book. Yeah, I wonder if he did. Yeah, the Chelsea game, I mean, look, yeah, when we had no VAR at that time and, Casino could have been sent off quite early on, couldn't he? So, yeah, it is what it is, and it is one of those things. But I've got 34 watching. If you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It does help the channel. So if you can give it a like, that would be absolutely fantastic. If you're brand new to the channel, come and smash that subscribe. Come be part of this great community we have here. And that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. But yeah, it's great to beat the Mackhams 3-0. It puts to bed their 6 in a row chance. They can stop that now. They don't need to say that now. Yes, we've not played them for over 7 years, and it's nice to get them in the game. But, at the end of the day, it's another day at the office for Newcastle United, and it's a massive win. Even though people might say, well, why would you say it's a massive win? Because they've got a very young side. But I say it's a massive win because our form has been absolutely shocking. We have been shocking away from home as well. Nice to get an away win, our third away win of the season now. And it just feels great. The pressure's off now. So look, next week, Man City come to St James's Park. Won't be an easy game, but Man City have not been playing well as late. So, let's see how we get on against Man City. Then we got Villa away. If we want to put our away form right, let's go to Villa and let's take it out on Villa and let's beat them and get our away form back on track. Because if we could put our away form right, we'll finish in a European place. I don't care if we finish 7th this season. It's a European place. We're in the Conference League, a league thing that we could win. So, look, I don't care where we finish in the league as long as we finish in a European place, whether it's Champions League, which I doubt we will do, or Europa League or Conference League. Either one of those, I'll take now. I'll take 7th place all day now. Wonder if the Brackcraft finished these books. Let's go. Oh yeah, we read that one. We're not Spurs. Here we go. Is that a definite? Is it? I'm surprised because at Chelsea wasn't that great, was he? Trevor says it was a good game. No red cards. I think even the ref had a good game. Let's let it go, even though there's a few nasty tackles. I didn't think the referee was that great, to be honest, Trevor. I thought he was poor. Craig Pawson. They should have. When Trey Hume, when they had that altercation with Anthony Gordon and Trey Hume should have been sent off. And I think the ref knew that. And if he's not going to book him, why book Gordon? So I really don't get that one. Bruno's had 13 bookings this season, by the way, as well. So that's not great, is it? But we'll have a look at the latest scores. What's going on in the at the moment in the FA Cup? So they're all full-time scores now. So we know Coventry beat Oxford 6-2. Maidstone United beat Stevenage 1-0. Leicester won 3-2 away to Millwall. Ipswich won 3-1 away to Wimbledon. Obviously, we won 3-0. Blackburn beat Cambridge 5-2. Sheffield United have won 4-0 away to Gillingham. Found their level now, Sheffield United. Hull drew 1-1 with Birmingham, so that will be a replay. Norwich and Bristol Rovers shared a 1-1 draw. Plymouth beat Sutton United 3-1. QPR lost 3-2 to Bournemouth after being 2 up. Southampton won 4-0 against Walsall. Stoke are currently 4-2 down to Brighton. Joe Pedro with 2 late goals there. Watford currently, have won 2-1 away at home to Chesterfield. So after being 1-0 down, they've come back and won it. And Newport Eastleigh are 1-1, so that'll be a replay. 5:30 kickoffs, Chelsea Preston, Borough Villa, Sheffield and Cardiff. Sheffield Wednesday versus Cardiff, and Swansea and Morecambe as well. So that is your scores for the FA Cup as well. Ron says, well, Cambridge ain't in the next round. Humped off Blackburn. 5-2, lol, yeah. Would you like Blackburn at home? On Dal Thomason come back to St James's Park. Come on, everyone. Only 5 likes. Yeah, please smash that like. It does help the channel. As well. I don't know what's happened here. Right, there we go. Shocking ref, says Mikey Mag. Absolutely. Great, though, plenty. Yeah. Alan says, I'm the same, Tony. Qualifying for any European Cup is a successful season and we can improve in the summer window. And Tonali back next season. Future is good. Absolutely. Absolutely all that good. Look, Tonali will come back a different player next season after all his rehab and everything like that. Pat Santos. Newcastle not that good a side with all regards. Sunderland believing. Well, we're not reading that, mate. I mean, look, that's your opinion. You know, we're going to get some signings, get stronger towards the end of the season. We've just had a spell a few clubs could have dealt with. We're still in it, respect the players. Absolutely. Pat says, facts are Sunderland needs some experience in there and a striker in need. I'm a Sunderland fan. Yeah, absolutely, Pat. Look, you've got a very young side there. But realistically, even if you're in the Premier League, that side wouldn't cut it. You would have to have a lot of players brought in. How did you just get on today, Pat? So yeah. But do remember, please do smash that like. It does help the channel. And if you're new, hit the subscribe and the bell button to be notified as well. Only joking, but I'm a Scot, lol. No, that's fine. No worries. We don't mind a bit of banter on here. Absolutely not, Pat. But no, for Sunderland, you need to, you need to have some more experience in your squad. It's all right. it's all right having a young team, but you've got to have experience in there as well. So absolutely. But on a day we have beat the Mackhams 3-0 away at the Stadium of Light, and possibly taught them a harsh lesson or showed them that quality. We are miles ahead in quality compared to Sunderland. We're streets ahead of them. Our manager knows that. I think the fans know that as well. It was men against boys today. Absolutely. Absolutely men against boys. But anyway, we're in the next round of the FA Cup. I want an FA Cup run. I'd love it to get to an FA Cup final again because, look, we had 2 in the 90s. Yes, we lost both to Man U and Arsenal. But you know what? The end of the day, we just want an FA Cup run. We like that competition. But anyway, remember the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And this is coming to the end of the show now. Look, on what's been a great day, great result for us. 3-0 against Sunderland. If you're off out tonight or you're just sitting at home having a few drinks, a few whiskies, cokes, rums, whatever you're having, or even just water, like me, water and cups of tea or whatever, then, have a great evening, whatever you're doing. Just got a couple of comments here. Excellent show, Tony, as always. Thank you very much, Splat. And great show, Tony and all. Cheers, Mighty Mag, as well. Absolutely. And as I say, enjoy your evening, whatever you're doing. And Julie says, goodbye, everyone. The rest of your day, goodbye to you. Great show, says Mighty Mag. Thank you very much. Enjoy your days in Newcastle, says Pat. Thank you very much. Going to bloody work, says Splat. Oh, God, yeah. Have a great night at work, mate. Not. But until then, keep the faith. We're back on terms now. Let's hopefully we can. Hopefully this FA Cup match will kick us on even further now. But until then, enjoy your evening. Are you detoxing, Tony? No, not at all. I've had a couple of beers this afternoon. Bye, says Alan. Bye to you as well, mate. No, certainly not, Ronald. Certainly not. I'll probably have a couple of Captain Morgans tonight. Why not? But until then, enjoy the rest of the evening. And I may be back tomorrow. We may do a transfer show, so do keep an eye out for that as well. So, but until then, see you later, guys. Away the lads.